And the mass layoffs by the Trump administration causing fear and chaos for federal workers here in Colorado. As Denver 7's Brandon Richards shows us, the workers aren't the only ones who are worried.
Deport must! Deport must!
Lost in this sea of protesters at the Colorado Capitol Monday were former federal workers who had just been laid off. Most didn't want to speak on camera, afraid of retaliation. But for Leah McGovern,
frankly, I'm scared.
staying silent comes at a cost too.
It's more important for us to fight for what's right in this country right now than be fearful.
Leah, who worked for a U.S. Department of Energy field office in Golden, helping with green hydrogen projects, says many of her colleagues have been anxious.
It's been really scary. For the last 4 weeks, a lot of people have been very worried about their jobs.
Last Thursday, Leah learned she had been laid off.
My supervisors called me crying, and they were not informed that they were going to be laying us off that day. And then at 7 p.m., I got a letter along with many other people stating I was terminated because it was no longer in the interest of, I'm not sure who, but those are the words.
The Office of Personnel Management says the layoffs are part of President Trump's broader efforts to restructure and streamline the federal government to better serve the American people.
I feel so much for the federal workers.
Joelle Bruner says federal workers, like those who work for Medicaid, make it possible for people like her to get the services they need.
So many people cannot get care any other way but Medicaid.
She says it paid for her wheelchair and her home health care.
Those things are not optional. They're not extra and they're not wasteful.
Colorado is home to 40,000 civilian federal workers, and it's not just them facing an uncertain future. It's people who depend on the work they do each day. In Denver, Brandon Richard, Denver 7.